Hello and welcome to our second part of the orientation, and that will be exploring my stat lab. So remember that my stat lab is fully connected and integrated into Canvas, so you don't need to obtain a course ID. In fact, this is an inclusive access connection, and so once you log on to this site, your school billing will your WebSmart will receive a bill line item inclusive access. So you don't have to pay for this here through the website. Instead, you'll pay for it through the school. All right, so remember that we are working with Canvas. That's smccd.instructure.com. And now when we're in Canvas, we're going to take a look at my stat lab. So my stat lab has a variety of links here, from the browser checks to the textbooks to Tools for Success in MultiMedium Library. And what we're going to do, first of all, is to click on any one of them to get you into my stat lab. Once you click on one of them, it's going to ask that you check the agreement. So I'll say I accept, and then automatically with your email from Canvas and everything else, you will have this all prepared. Now the browser check is that first button, and this will lead you to make sure that your browser is capable of handling all the problems that you're going to run into in my stat lab. The other part of this is that just for uniformity, I think it would be good for us to use Chrome, because later on we'll talk about exams, and parts of the exams will require you to have Chrome. So you can install all these add-ons if you need to. I'm just going to go ahead and skip that. And I'm going to jump back to the home page and take a look at assignments. So assignments will be the place where you will be doing your homework assignments. And it will also have your quizzes and later on your exams. So I have 2 quizzes here so far prepared, and I have all the homework assignments. Right now it says past due, but I'll put the correct due dates soon, so you can get on that, and once the due dates are adjusted, you can take a look at these assignments. So this is where you would be doing your homework assignments. And back to home. The next link is the study plan. And the study plan would be the place where you would be able to earn some extra credit. And these will be similar to the homework assignments. If you go to all chapters, you can see the list of topics. I guess you should pay special attention to these push pins, because based on some of the work that you might have done, these push pins would be the ones that you probably need to work on a little bit. But all in all, there are 126 topics to master here, and your extra credit will be based on this 126 topics. Okay, back to the home, and we have the study plan. The gradebook here is not really used as a gradebook. It's mainly used for you to access your completed assignments so that you can review some of the old homework assignments that you might have done. StatCrunch is a program that is used a lot here, and it makes your calculations a lot easier. Instead of relying on a calculator or even Excel, StatCrunch has a lot of built-in functions. And so I highly suggest that you take advantage of this program. It'll be free for the duration of this course, but you are paying for, access to everything here, so you might as well take advantage with as much of the resources as possible. The e-text and the e-book are a couple of ways to access the textbook, and so The ebook will require you to open up another tab, and then it will set up a web page where you can view the textbook. The ebook, I think it's more HTML or PDF style, but you can access the textbook by going through either one of them. And when you have the textbook open, you'll see that this is exactly how the book would look like. Say we go to chapter 3, and I want to specifically go to section 3-2. If I scroll down here and turn the page, if I look on the actual textbook on page 81, this is exactly what I'll see. The only difference is that this is an interactive textbook, so they have other links here like a video link or an animation link that you can access to interact with the textbook. So that's the textbook. Let's go back to the home page, my stat lab. Now the tools for success is a link that I left on here because I think it's really valuable. Again, you're paying some money for access to this website, and so you might as well take advantage of all the possible links. Now I want to point specifically to a couple of places here. The StatCrunch has video tutorials. If you're playing with data sets in your textbook, you can download some data sets in different formats. StatDisk is another independent standalone program that you can use for this course if you want. It makes a lot of the computations really easy, so you can download that. We have a bunch of technology manuals and tutorial videos for technology, specifically if you are going to be using the graphing calculator. We have the graphing calculator, and I think the graphing calculator videos here are really, really useful and helpful. If you want to start using Excel, you can do that as well, and some quick reference cards for a lot of statistical programs that are around. So I highly suggest that you take advantage of a lot of these resources. Now, the one more link that I really want to dive into is the MultiMedium Library, and this library allows you to access the different types of media available for this textbook. So if you are studying, for example, chapter 3, a particular section in chapter 3, and you're interested in finding the different types of media, there are animations, the textbook access, there's section lecture videos, which are provided by the author and some of his colleagues from his college, and some other videos. Active stats and applets are activities that you can work with on the computer. There are PowerPoint presentations which are downloadable through Canvas, but also through here, and then more StatCrunch. So if you click on Find Now, you'll see a list of all the possible links to go to, and I highly encourage you to explore these possibilities, because everybody's a different learner, and one of these, maybe more of these, more than one, but at least one of these should be something that you can use for yourself to learn the material. Okay, now we have another link over here called the Tutor Services, and I had a few students try that, and you would actually contact somebody from Colorado maybe, or some other state that might be able to help you with some math problems. But I'm not really guaranteeing that. We have a learning center here. If you can come up to campus and visit some tutors, you can do that. But if you're studying in the middle of the night, you're stuck on a problem, you're in a bind, you might be able to contact this tutor service. All right, so that's the setup, and the best thing to do in the beginning is to explore and see what kinds of things you can find, and then see what works for you. And once you get something that works for you, then you hone in on it and you focus on that, and that's how you're going to run the rest of your semester. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck, and I'll see you online.